Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Hawashai, Ka'Allah, Yahweh Bashan Hawashai, Bashan Kakadash. Double honor to the elder apostle at Great Milton Will, and sincere salutation and honor and put to the truth across the four corners of the earth to the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashan Hawashai, the hope will elect, and who the world enemy called God is named Yahweh, and who the world enemy called Jesus Christ named Hawashai. Where the Hebrew Israelite that stood to the throne called Negroes, Latinos, the Native American Indians, and this is Mahari Call for the Great Milton Los Angeles camp, back from another lesson. Now, I got this article from Politico. All right, Europe must resist pressure to become America's follower, say Macron. All right, which is the president of France. Okay, which is which is prophecy. Okay, how the beach, I hate the wars. All right, being that the beach is the name of the EU. All right, while the whore is America. So we'll get to that scripture in a minute. So back to the article. To the great risk Europe faces is getting caught up in crises that are not ours. French president stated in an interview. All right, Europe must reduce its dependency on the United States and avoid getting dragged into a confrontation between China and the U.S. over Taiwan. French President Emmanuel Macron said in an interview on his plane back from a 3-day state visit to China. All right. So basically saying Europe needs to basically stop being controlled by America. All right, stop being controlled by America's decisions and the action that it take on other countries, other nations for them to follow suit. Okay, and it's a long article. Definitely not go through it, but you get the gist of what the article is going into. Alright. It's like, but you get through it. A paradox would be that overcome with panic, we believe we're just American followers. And he's right. Macron said in an interview, the question Europeans need to answer is it in our interest to accelerate a crisis on Taiwan? No. The worst thing would be to think that we Europeans must become followers of on the topic and take our cue from the U.S. agenda and a Chinese overreaction, he said. So, hey, it was only temporary for the European countries to get along and follow America. Okay? So we go to Revelation 17. Okay? 3. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness. And I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of name of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. All right. Now the woman, all right, is America, and that scarlet-colored beast, all right, that has 7 heads, 10 horns, and full of name of blasphemy, is talking about the NATO, the EU, all right, NATO, the European Union, okay. So NATO is really the military counterpart of the beast, okay. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet colors, and decked with gold and precious stone and pearl, having a golden cup in her hand full of abomination and filthiness of her fornication. And Still talking about America. All right, cause they go around with that cup, and that cup is what blasphemy, fornication, idolatry. All right, homosexuality. All right, democracy. All right, to name a few. Okay. Now the other nations, all right, they don't want to drink in that cup no more. Okay. It's just say they had drunk in the cup, and now the nation are mad. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great. All right. Yeah, because it is a mystery that America is known as Babylon the Great in the scripture. All right. The mother of harlot and abominations of the earth. All right. Now I'm just going to jump down. All right, verse 12. And the 10 horns without stars. What happened? And the 10 horns without stars are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power and king 1 hour with the beast. And I talk about these other nations. All right, now I can pull it up. All right, the image. Here you go, right here. Okay, so you got 7 head, you got 10 horns. Okay, so that's the camp sign. That's that great military had used. All right, so you got Belgium, Denmark, France, Italy, Luxembourg, Netherlands, Greece, Spain, Portugal, England, Ireland, and West Germany. You see France, it's right there. Okay, which is one of the 10 horn that's speaking. All right, and is of the 7 head. Okay, so back 12 again. The 10 horn without thought are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as king 1 hour with the beast. All right, 1 hour. Basically, giving their basically following the beast. All right, with NATO, the EU. All right, for 1 hour, which is not literally 1 hour. All right, you gotta think about how time works. All right, the one day after the Lord is what 1,000 years. The 1 hour, all right, could be X amount of years. Okay. Now you read NLT to the 10 horn of the beast or 10 kings who have yet not yet risen to power. They will be appointed to their kingdom for one brief moment to reign with the beast. Right, that's what's going on right now. These, now back in the King James Version, verse 13, these have one mind and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. Okay? Reading the NLT, they will all agree to give him their power and authority. Alright? So in this article he was saying uh they should basically stop following America, because somebody have the authority, you follow that. All right. Is that it gives a strength and power. All right. Greek word for power.
Strong's G 1411. Dunamis. Dunamis.
Right. Strength, power, ability. Okay. Power. We got power of resources arising from number, power consisting and or resting upon armies, forces, host. Right, because NATO, all right, all these countries have to share their fair part of military contribution. All right, which is financially, equipment, missiles, all right, artillery, and soldiers. Okay, and then look up strength.
Strong's G, 1849. Exousia. Exousia.
All right, power of choice, liberty of doing as one pleases. Okay, when somebody has the authority over you, they're gonna authorize. All right, because authority comes from what? Authorize. Look up the word authority. All right, authority is right here. Go back to authority, prestige, right, permission, dignity, gravity. All right. We got here invention, advice, opinion, influence, command. All right, master, leader, author. Okay, so that's what authority is. Now look at the definition of strength: lead or permission. All right, the ability or strength with which one is endue it. All right, endow or provide with a quality or ability, which he either possesses or exercises. All right, the power of authority, influence, and of right. So they said they gave their strength over unto the beast, right? I don't want to leave this. I'm gonna pull it up. It's the Revelation 17 and 13. These have one mind and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. All right, so they gave their power and strength unto the beast, right? Which means they don't have their own strength or power. So we read it straight again. Okay. So, all right, the provide the ability. Right here, the power or authority, influence, and of right privilege. So they gave that over to the beast. All right, and who controlled the beast? Instead of the woman, all right, in purple linen, she did it on top of the beast, which means she's controlling it. All right, so America is controlling NATO, which in fact are controlling these other nations. All right, and what this French president saying is no more of that, no more following. All right, the authority, which is America. Okay, the power of rule or government, the power of him who will and command must be submitted to by other and obey. All right, authority over mankind, one who possesses authority. Okay, we already look at what authority means. All right. So yeah, so they gave that over to the beast. Okay. So pretty soon, yeah, you see that's going on now. All right. With the basically France is telling its European counterpart, hey, let's stop following America. All right, because the next verse is what? Verse 13. Oh, we read that. Oh, you know what? Let me jump down. Oh, yeah. That's verse 14. These shall make war with the Lamb, which the house tribe when they come back, and the Lamb shall overcome them. Hey, that's not the scripture I wanted. Oh, you know what? It's probably, oh, here it is right here. Verse 15. And the 10 horn which thou throwest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire. So we're gonna get to the point to where they're gonna actually hate this America to the point they're gonna shoot their missile, all right, actually be a missile upon America, all right, which is Babylon the Great in the Bible. Look up this word hate. And that's the fear of the Lord and how much I'm trying putting it, starting with the French president to say these things, okay? To say that, all right? It's for property state. Look at the word hate in the Greek.
Strong's G 3404, Messiah, Messiah.
All right, the hate pursue with hatred, detest, okay? Abhor, dislike, intensely, all right? Because when you start to, and that's like you're starting to detest something, or you don't want to follow something. So you basically say, let's stop following America, all right? When you stop following somebody, you pretty much don't love that, all right? You're not gonna respect the authority that have been placed above you, all right? America is basically saying, no, sorry, like the French government is basically saying, stop following America and let America do them, all right? Because the European country, they're tired of getting dragged into America's agenda, all right? But it's just the fear of the Lord that being placed on these leaders, all right, to fulfill prophecy, all right, to fulfill prophecy in Revelation 17 and 14. Okay, so with that, I'm going to say, Tawadi Howard, Tawadi Howard Shy, Abana Rasa Dialogue runs with edifying to the fear and power of Yahweh sound shy, and with that, I'm going to say Shalom.